Welcome back, Thrivers and Strivers. Another episode of Thryve Empire.
Got another video for y'all. This is my boy Asher right here.
Mr. Anthony.
And we're going to be telling you why people don't like you. Why don't they like you? You go around and you see people and they just don't like you.
I don't fucking like you.
What? It's for a reason.
Yeah.
And usually when people are liked, it's because they're following these pretty self-explanatory and straightforward things that you should be doing too if you want to be liked.
Yeah, so people talk too much about themselves. People talk way too much about themselves, right? They don't let the other person talk.
And if you look at simple psychology here, people like talking about themselves.
Yeah.
People love talking about themselves. So one of our first things we mentioned, which is asking questions. Hey, how's it going? What are you doing? If you get them to talk about themselves first, so they kind of open up, say, people they enjoy talking about themselves.
Yeah, a conversation goes both ways, right? And a lot of people just want to talk about themselves.
Yeah.
They want to control the conversation. And that's why people don't like you. They don't want to talk to you because they never get to talk.
Because you're a narcissistic and you only talk about yourself. You need to start talking about other people, bringing up what they're doing.
People talk way too much about themselves and they don't give the other person a chance to talk. And that's a big issue because people love to talk about themselves and they just get lost and sidetracked and they forget. Like, a conversation is two people and they make it all about themselves.
Yeah, someone asks you one question, here you are having this whole conversation while they're just sitting there. It goes both ways. So make sure when you're involved in the conversation,
it's actually a conversation.
Yeah, it can't just be, yeah, man, I'm top dog, man. It's like, no.
And you want people to like you or else,
there's no point. Because people aren't going to talk to you again if they don't like you. I'm not going to talk to somebody I don't like. You got to be approachable. We mentioned that in our last video.
Yeah.
What was the last video? Tell me quick, do you remember?
No.
Let me talk about the last video we just made. 4 characteristics of highly successful people. Someone who's really successful, they're gonna follow these 4 characteristics.
Yeah.
If you want people to like you, you need to be following these steps.
And one of the things we talked about in the last video is ability to communicate.
Yep.
And you cannot communicate if you're only talking about yourself. So communication has so many different factors. It's talking to people, listening to them, talking back, them questioning you questioning them.
Your facial expressions, your tone of voice, your pitch, everything.
Yeah. And what we're gonna talk about next is your body language. A big reason people don't like you is you just don't present yourself in a likable manner. You're always
head down,
closed off. You don't talk
your
to
soldiers.
Yeah, you don't talk to them, or maybe you're angry. It's like rolling your eyes. That's a big one. People, you might say something. How's it going? They might say, "Oh, doing all right." They roll their eyes.
And a lot of people
gonna like that.
Really carry themselves that way. People actually do it all this. We see it all the time.
Every day.
Especially where we're working, right? We see it all the time.
And it's who they are. Of course, people aren't gonna like you if this is, I live in the dream.
Yeah.
They're just annoyed when you ask them how they're doing. That's a big red flag when it comes to a person, right? And nobody wants to be around those people. Yeah. So of course you're not gonna be liked if that's how you are.
Yeah, you gotta straighten out the eyebrows, raise the shoulders. You gotta look presentable, look approachable.
Smile.
Look positive.
That's what you talk about a lot. You talk about it in the last video too, but you always talk about it, having that salesman smile. Yeah. It's not just about selling, it's about presenting yourself in a likable manner. If you're smiling, it's more likely the other person's gonna smile back. And if they don't, you don't wanna be around that person.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if they don't, because you don't wanna be around that person anyways. No matter what, you walk around with that attitude and that vibe of, okay, as far as being positive, being happy, smiling, looking like you know what's going on and you're happy with where you are. But guys, if you're walking around with the good attitude, the positive vibe, being smiley, grinning, people are gonna want to approach you. People are gonna want to talk to you.
And they will.
They will
talk to you and you'll talk to them. That's a big thing. Like, your body language and how you present yourself, talking to people and asking them questions, that makes you a likable person.
Most definitely.
Right, and when you talk to them, you obviously can't just be cocky. You have to communicate them positively and want to know more about them, and you have to put in as much into the conversation as you want to get out of it.
Of course. Yeah. You don't want to be cocky, but confidence is a really big thing.
And one of the big things that I think ruins a lot of social ability and a lot of friendships that you have, and a lot of the reason why sometimes people don't like you, is too much drama. You don't want to be talking behind people's back and talking bad about them, because as soon as it gets out, they don't like you, the people you're talking about don't like you, other people hear about the drama, they don't like you.
Goofy conflict.
Yeah, it's too much, right? Just like if you have something to say, tell the person in person, or if you don't like somebody, stop talking about them and hanging out with them. Just don't have them around you, right? Yeah. There's too much drama, and it really ruins relationships and friendships. And it doesn't just ruin the two people. Everybody else that's involved involved at Ruins and they don't like you. Oh, they heard you talking about it bad about them, so they think, oh, are they talking bad about me?
Don't start drama. Don't be goofy.
Yeah.
You know, be an honest person. Treat people good.
Yeah, I mean,
follow the golden rule.
Yeah.
You know, treat somebody how you want to be f***ing treated. Right? It's simple.
Yeah,
it's pretty straightforward.
You don't want people talking behind your back. If you do something wrong, if you mess up, you want them to just tell you. You don't want them to let it fester inside of them, talking to other people. Oh, he did this, he said this, he said this. You just want them to come and tell you, hey man, it really bothered me when you said that, and going forward, can we, maybe not say that to me?
Yeah.
It's way more useful to just be honest with people and be open and not talk behind their back.
I mean, because listen, right? This is obvious. If you have an acquaintance, he or she, you hear that they're talking shit, that they're gossiping, starting drama behind your back, starting stupid, unneeded conflict. Are you gonna want to talk to that person again?
Yeah, are you gonna like them?
Probably not.
So if these things apply to you, that's probably why people don't like you. And these are all things to change, right?
Yep.
These are not characteristics that just stick with you. These are all things you can think about in real time when you're having a conversation with somebody, when you're going throughout your day, when you see strangers, when you see people you know. Smile, tell them, I hope you have a great day, or how's your day going? Ask them questions, how are they doing? If they tell you, say, oh, that's awesome, right? Or say, oh, ask them more questions about how their day's going. You have to give in. You have to put in what you want out. And if you want good friendships, you want people to like you, you have to give that. You have to give that energy.
And sometimes you might have someone that you're not totally acquainted with. It might be an acquaintance, but you're not too familiar with. Mm-hmm. And you might say, hey man, have a great day, brother, take it easy. And you might not say, yeah, sure, bro. Or, yeah. Yep. Next day comes, third day comes, fourth day comes, like let's say you're working with them at some workplace. You get in the habit of saying, hey, take it easy, man. I bet by that end of the week, next week, whatever it is, he'll be like, yeah, brother, take it easy. You too, man. It might not come at first. You don't have to be like, I'm not gonna be positive around him because he's not positive. Who gives a f? Take the higher road, be the top dog, and carry it around with you no matter what's going on. Be the positive person. People like the positive person.
Yeah, that's how you become a likable person.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to be likable?
Yeah.
Right? You want to be likable. I mean, why not? It just makes you have a better life experience.
Yeah, keep gossiping, keep talking about yourself, be narcissistic, walk around with your slut. That's fine.
Right. It's your choice. Yeah. It's your choice. But you guys want to be likable, if you see people and you feel like you're not a likable person, these are some things you can do to change it.
100%.
So
if you want to be like us, you gotta follow these steps. You want people to like you. Pretty straightforward, pretty simplistic, but we're just kind of throwing it out there for you guys, for you to take in information. So
if any of this helped you, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. We have our podcast channel, so make sure you guys go and check out the podcast right over here.
Posting every single week as well as every week on here.
And then we have some videos on this channel talking about how to become a better person, basically, right? It's our Thryve Empire channel. It's our content. You can come with us on our journey.
Of course, you guys are just one person. One of you're probably watching this at home, in the car, whatever you're thinking. I don't matter that much. If you leave a like, you comment, you subscribe, it actually means a whole lot to fellows like us that are growing. Of course, your channel's small, but not for long. We're gonna be top dog, and we're only gonna get there with the help of you guys. So
make sure you guys check it out and have a good one.
Yes, sir.
Peace.